Decades ago, films were made so vile, so depraved and desensitizing, that the ever so defensive moral guardians of the United Kingdom vowed that they would never see wide release to protect the precious populace. In their fervour, however, they did not realize that by taking them away, the films would become even more infamous and even further spread. They are the video Nasties, and this is Schlock and Terror, where your host shall guide you through each one of the banned films. The films discussed are not for the faint of heart, and do contain disturbing scenarios and moments, so if that is too much for you, do yourself a favor, and stop playing now.
Alrighty.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Schlock and Terror. It's Lauren here.
As ever, yet another fantastic movie in store this week.
Here with Seamus and Tyler, and our silent guest, my dog Max.
He's just hanging out today. Special guest appearance.
This movie just
This fucking movie. Oh,
makes me want to throw myself into the sun.
As a horror movie enthusiast, I don't think it can be classed as horror, to be completely honest.
We just watched Axe, originally known as Lisa Lisa, also known
I don't know what name's worse.
Yeah.
also known as California Axe Massacre.
There was no clue as to where it was. It could have been anywhere.
It looks like it was the Midwest.
Yeah, it looked more
I think
like
it was
Maine.
in. I think it was in Charlottesville, wherever that place that Tom Jefferson was.
I don't know. Somewhere.
Charlotte something, or maybe it was just Charlotte. I just saw in the
Charlotte,
credits.
Georgia.
The Axe Murders and Virgin Slaughter.
Righto.
Sounds like a porno title.
This movie could have, very easily been a porno.
Oh boy.
I don't even understand it.
Virgin Slaughter as a title doesn't even make that much sense since she did the killing.
Yeah, it's not like people killing virgins.
And didn't she get raped halfway through? So,
No, technically, I'd say attempted rape. But you know.
He didn't have his
he didn't
sexual assault.
He didn't
He
flop
just
his
didn't
cock
have his
out.
pants down.
He didn't have anything down. He was just sort of laying on top of her, going.
Until she sliced his neck.
Yeah, till she fucked his shit up.
That's probably the best part of the movie.
Yeah. No, it was good. He died. Rapist should be murdered.
It was directed by Frederick R.
Friedrichsen, I think.
Fredo, blah, blah, blah.
Apologies for butchering that poor man's name.
He only directed 2 other movies.
Good riddance.
Mine,
He looked like Bob Ross.
yeah, he plays he plays the only sympathetic character in that.
Who also, again, he looked like Bob Ross.
Bob Ross paints a picture of your blood.
Yes, he did.
He also directed My Next Funeral and A Date with a Kidnapper.
Okay then.
He sounds really weird.
Isn't a date with a kidnapper I swear that was like a documentary on
Sounds like a porno.
pedophiles. Okay then, we went for wildly different minds.
Well, this was made in the 70s, so of course it would have that porn sheen to it.
Anything made in the 70s does.
Was the 70s just basically a bunch of porn?
Yeah,
Yeah.
ask my mom.
From the stove! What, she's starring it? Shit.
Oh, Max is just staring at you like,
Yeah, I'm being
War
judged
pats.
by a dog. What is wrong with you, you weird ass human?
Oh, he doesn't care. He just wants pats.
Yeah, this movie was shocking.
It was...
Not in a good way, though.
No, not in a good way. Honestly, I can understand why they banned it, because they're like, Jesus, fuck it, you don't want to watch this, mate.
It's an affront to movies, it's just shit.
It was only prosecuted because of illegal distribution. the censor people would have passed it uncut anyway if it weren't for that, apparently.
No, distribution. Drugs still get distributed illegally. No one's cracking on that.
Well, I
They're
mean,
attempting to.
They're cracking down on weed.
Apparently, according to the moral panic of the day of Nasties, distributing these videos is worse than selling drugs.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Like, if Mary Whitehouse would let me smoke a joint in her office, but not let me watch a horror movie, fair trade.
She would still beat you up for that.
Well, she's a shitty woman then.
Yeah, she was a prude old lady. Glad she's gone.
Fuck you, Mary Whitehouse.
Jeez. How is a horror movie worse than dealing drugs?
Yeah, like...
Well, there's a lot of shitty horror movies.
There is...
This...
But, like, at the same time, it's like...
Dealing drugs is good for the economy.
Horror movies?
So...
Heroin. You know.
One makes you money, one's just really shit.
Fuck, heroin's pretty good, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
It's
it
just
is.
so heroin.
Just to reiterate, heroin is not good. You should not do it.
Marijuana seems to be better.
Yeah, it's the safe option. Well, safer.
The salad of the buffet.
It's the salad of the buffet. Eat healthy. Jesus Christ. We're managing to get so off topic because I just don't want to talk about this movie.
Yeah, we've been stalling.
There's not much to say, really.
The beginning of it was with these gangsters, using the term loosely, just Blues Brothers.
Blues Brothers. Fucking hell.
Dickheads in suits.
Except for Bob Ross.
No, he was chilling in like a t-shirt.
And denim jeans, denim flares, because 70s.
You know,
and denim
flares,
jacket. He was just there as the watch out guy.
Yeah, he was head to toe denim, that one.
Oh no, they fucked up those two guys that came back in.
Yeah,
What the
they
hell?
came to this hotel or apartment room, messing with dresses and a wig apparently.
Which was bizarre, and that's where we really started to get impressions that this was actually going to be a transvestite porno. Because at one point, one of them was seriously looked like he was going to try on the dress.
The other guy was just burning his cigar into the dress.
Which was incredibly odd, we thought. An unlit cigar, hitherto. It wasn't lit until he was then burning holes in things.
No, he puffed some smoke.
Did he?
Yeah.
He had it in his mouth for like a good 5 minutes before he lit it then. He was just sitting there and it was just hanging there, no smoke or anything.
Magic.
If you can afford a cigar, smoke
And
the
apparently
damn
that room had a doll in there, like a little creepy redhead doll.
A little creepy doll, a dress, and a wig. But there's only 2 blokes staying in the room.
How bizarre. Dun dun dun.
This would have been better if it had Frankfurter in it, actually.
It would have
Someone's
been
got some kinky shit
Frankfurter
going.
axe murderer.
Frankenfurter, axe and murderer.
I did kill
That rhymes.
that Eddie guy in there, so yeah.
He did. Frankenfurter was in fact an axe murderer.
Way.
Pickaxe, but axe nonetheless.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
Mine
So hard having a good time.
Even smiling makes my face ache.
So yeah, they end up beating up the guy with the doll. These 2 guys that came in with bad, colourful 70s suits.
With the most fantastic sound effects on earth.
Oh, Jesus.
Think campy Batman.
But worse.
It was just horrendous. Like,
I was expecting like those onomatopoeia things pop up. Pow! Bam!
Bocco! That would have been hilarious. And it probably would have made the movie a bit less atrociously shithouse. I tell a lie, there was no saving this one.
It was horrific.
Yeah, no, it was horrific in the bad way. Like, it wasn't scary, it wasn't particularly gory, because everything just looked a bit like tomato juice.
And then we intercut. From the beatings, he dies apparently.
Apparently. With the biggest smile on his face I've ever seen.
Oh, he's got a cigar shoved up his throat.
Yeah, because, that's just a normal way to kill people.
Yeah, apparently.
Would have been more effective up the nose rather than
Well,
in the
stuff.
mouth where you actually breathe it.
I don't kill people by shoving stuff down their throat.
Noted.
Jesus.
But yeah, apparently all that weird beating, bad beating, just Killed him.
It just killed him. He
With the best death mask face ever.
Just like, yeah, fuck being in this movie. I'm
Like-
off.
Like these,
No, I'm done. I'm not
like
getting
these
paid enough.
wide eyes and face similar to a grin.
It was just so bizarre to witness.
And then they head off in the car across the countryside. All the music.
Oh,
That was a shocking soundtrack as well.
it was 70s, so we're before the era of shitty 80s synth music.
Yeah, but shitty
But we
86
had
is
no
nice.
idea what the instruments were. Okay, some of them we did identify, obviously, like the bongos during the beating scene.
Casual bongos just hanging out there. Adds a nice ambience.
First to beat the bongos, then beat you.
Yeah. I'll bang these bongos and then I'll bang the fuck out of you. Which apparently was the second gangster's motto.
The cymbals went off when they brought the guys in.
Oh, true. Which was just bizarre.
Oh my god. Okay, so then
It was
after...
just...
So then they go away in the car.
And they show up at our friend the...
Well, they go across the countryside with the more bad music that we go on. Country sounding music.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Bob
Yeah.
Ross getting inspiration from these trees that were going by.
Yeah, he was thinking up his next painting. We're really surprised he did, like... Although after witnessing this movie, we're not surprised he took a turn from acting to go to painting, because let's face it, his acting was shit.
So is his directing.
Yeah.
So into cutting between the, I think the driving, we meet the paralysed war veteran grandpa.
Who just stares at the camera in every scene he's in with the exact same facial
No
expression.
matter where the camera is.
He just is always staring at it.
And
It's like probably the creepiest part of this movie.
and his creepy 13-year-old granddaughter.
Who looked about 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leslie Lee apparently did modelling before this.
The fuck?
And then she did this role, and then didn't do any other acting.
Let's take a model and make her 13 in a movie.
Let's put her in a shit movie and destroy any hope she had for acting ever again.
Apparently a diver now, or something like that.
Wait.
Ah, fair enough. I suppose she'd be like 60-something by now.
Mm.
You know, if you're falling down, you might as well go deeper.
Jesus Christ. You know all about going deeper.
The fuck? I don't even know what you're on about.
Of course not.
So we see her bathing her grandfather, throwing away perfectly good eggs, and
For no apparent reason.
Oh yeah, that was pretty fucked.
Just, chicken fetuses just going on the ground, because why not?
Oh hell yeah.
and chopping off chicken heads.
As you do.
It's pretty kinky.
And carrying around
It is a
a
bit.
stuffed
Chop the cock.
chicken toy with red paint on it.
Yeah, it did not look like a chicken at all. It looked more like a feathery football. Well, it did.
Big feathery football.
Maybe
No,
that's
that's a bird leaf.
maybe that's what should make the the movie better. They play a football game with the chicken.
Tether chicken.
Tether the chicken to a rope.
No, that is animal cruelty, and I don't suggest
dead already.
that.
Max wants more pats.
Yeah. Right, so I'm just the I'm essentially a vending machine for pats now. Please insert coins.
No, I'm good.
No,
I don't want to know where those coins go.
Up my nostrils, of course.
What happened after that?
It's hard to remember.
Some really cringy plot. If you can call it a plot.
If you can call it a plot.
I couldn't even catch half the conversations in the movie, so I was just like, what the hell's going on here?
And it definitely wasn't the volume, because that was up quite high.
Yeah.
It was just that they either didn't make sense or weren't speaking English.
It was basically just like, oh yeah, this one guy tried to rape so-and-so, so she killed him, chopped up the body, gets the other guy to carry it to the roof.
Who he then realises, so she tells a terrible, really, really bloody obvious lie.
But he goes, oh, nah, I'm Bob Ross, so maybe she's right.
I'm Bob Ross, so maybe she's right. I know everything. I can't be tricked.
Oh, now I remember what happens next. The drive,
Yeah, the dudes driving show up, don't
they go to the shopping, the grocery shop.
We're at completely different points of the movie here.
they? Yeah, we're all over the
Shit.
fucking shop.
At the grocery place, they find this cashier person,
Yeah, and then
this
he started...
cashier woman, and one of the guys that he's selling apples is like, these fresh, these aren't fresh or
He's
something
just
like
being
that.
an arsehole.
He's being an arsehole.
And then they throw apples at her like children, really.
And then, is that the point where he starts throwing apples and shooting them out of the air?
After that, he shoots fruit in the air. And then they go over to her and make a pun about her melons.
Which was terrible and just unbelievably cringeworthy.
Of course they did that.
Yeah, it was a film from the 70s.
And they threatened her to take her shirt off.
Which she then did. So they poured a bottle of Coke on
The
her.
cashier, not
Not Bob Ross.
Who doesn't want to see Bob Ross topless, you know?
I'm sure it's
all
nice.
that 80s,
What's
no,
his
70s
sickness?
fro chest hair.
Right then.
What? Check my phone.
Fair enough. I saw nothing. But yeah, so then it was just...
So they did the...
It's just bizarre.
They-
The plot was so convoluted and weird that it made no sense.
Wait, now I remember.
It's like halfway through the movie and you don't even get to the axe murdering yet. It's like,
The axe murdering is near the end, and it only happened like once.
yeah, it's like the last 15 minutes of the movie is axe murdering and that's about it.
Yeah.
The rest
Yeah,
of
It's a
it's
very
like, oh,
short
okay,
movie.
yeah.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like one. I heard in one place in Norway had the 1 hour, 12-minute version, but only
Norway has everything now.
But that,
No, yes.
Except guns.
but who knows if that's true? I only find it on one website about that. So it's like the Schrodinger's cat of is this uncut or not?
The movie is both cut and uncut though.
True. Although I imagine if they'd cut any more, like, even if they'd cut it, it would make even less sense than it does now.
They probably have. They did do that.
Well, technically the movie is always going to be cut because you have to cut the movie to make the movie.
True.
They apparently did heavy cuts on the razor scene, the beating, and the sales girl shooting.
Righto then.
The sales girl shooting. Yes, that's what they tried to do the Adam.
Robin Hood thing, wasn't it?
No,
Was it Robin Hood?
Yeah, they were trying to...
not
get up
Robin
on our head.
Hood. I know it's some other guy
Robin
with an
Hood.
arrow.
Yeah, Robin Hood.
Yeah.
No, the other one.
No, there was another one.
There was another one that did the apple in the head routine thing.
I'm pretty sure that was Robin Hood.
I
No.
could have sworn.
No, it's not
Oh.
Robin Hood.
Jeez. I'm
Jeez, my childhood's a lie.
Yeah.
When in doubt, look up in the internet.
Ah, the greatest information device of them all.
It was definitely Darth Vader.
Yes, Darth Vader did it.
Darth Vader
Don't let-
shot apples.
Yep. Don't let
He
your
was
parents
just choked people.
Yeah.
Really.
Harder, daddy.
Oh god.
You went there, dude. You went there.
I didn't go anywhere. I'm sitting on the floor.
No, generally I don't go anywhere either.
Apple routine, apple routine.
Apple routine. I thought you said apple poutine. I was like, what the hell?
What's a poutine?
Some
Chips with gravy and cheese.
Yeah, it's like cheese curds, bacon, whatnot.
Ew, curds.
It's kind of weird with
Canada thing. Canadian thing.
No, not like, no. I meant like the, you know, when cheese go... Never mind.
Are you talking about Kurdish people now?
You did not.
William Tell, that's it. William Tell.
Okay, William Tell. Okay,
The
well,
William Tell.
Well, William, will you tell me?
Dude, no.
Jesus Christ.
The William Tell routine, but with like tomatoes, they try to do with her, and she keeps bending over and getting the tomato to fall off her head.
The splat as she bends over.
So then, after a while, the guy gets fed up with this and decides to shoot a sauce bottle behind her.
Yeah, that store got pretty saucy.
Ah,
It didn't.
dude, no.
Puns. Welcome to the pun hour.
It's like the best I can make out of the movie.
Yeah, we'll just make shitty puns about it.
Just ask them a question.
And then and then for some reason they poured Coke on her bra and such.
Everybody knows you do that with milk. And then say, got milk?
Pretty sweet though.
I feel like I'm in hell.
Good.
That's what hell is. Nothing but puns.
I'll be fine then.
Well, I'll be there all week.
Yeah.
No. Joke. I hate myself. But anyway.
Don't you wet something to see the tits with the shirt? They already took the shirt off. Why did they need to do that?
It's like the whole concept of a wet t-shirt contest.
It's not even the right colour bra.
Exactly. It was black. There was no way you were going to see anything through it anyway.
Why are we discussing wet t-shirts and tits now?
Because it was so incredibly stupid pouring Coke on her and just make her tits sticky, poor woman. I mean, seriously, it'd be
Well,
like...
not the first thing.
It'd be like trying to get Doritos dust off your fingers. It's horrible.
Yeah, you shove your fingers in your mouth and you're done.
Yeah, but then you get like...
Well, I'm not
horrible wet
suggesting
bits.
grabbing someone's sticky tits and just shoving them in your mouth, because that would be kind of...
Not
Whatever
unless
floats your
they
boat,
ask you,
but, you
unless
know.
they ask you to.
You know, whatever
Did you
floats your
sneeze,
boat,
Max?
but...
Or did you burp?
Maybe a bit of both.
But yeah, this movie was really shit.
Yeah, we can't really stress that enough, can we?
No.
It's just... Like,
We're just gonna say every scene is shit every time we talk about each one.
it was just like there was no redeeming qualities. Like none of the work, like none of the camera work was good. The audio
The
was rubbish.
cinematographer was the guy behind Terminator.
It's like how
The
did he go?
You
from
know, you
cinematographer-
gotta make shit stuff to make good stuff.
I suppose.
So he did enough shit work to make good stuff.
And
Yeah, get the
just-
shit out first and then you go on to make good stuff forever.
Yeah.
True.
Wasn't that James Cameron? Or did he direct Terminator?
No, I mean
Well,
the
I think
cinematographer of this movie went on to be the
Oh.
cinematographer of Terminator.
Shit, I'm getting directors, cinematographers confused.
Yeah, the director was Bob Ross. He was also in it.
Fucking- What's with these self-directed movies?
I don't know.
Kind of odd.
It's bizarre.
Oh, they're really cheap movies. I mean, the crew and such were paid like
That's a beer.
Yeah, have a case of beer or a bottle of grog.
they were paid about $10 per day, and they filmed it within 8.5 days.
So they
I
literally
would
made
not
like
work on that.
$85. Jesus
Actually,
Christ.
no, I probably would.
$85
Oh, that's
is $85, dude.
Yeah. $85 is $85.
It's like, I'm not gay, but $20 is $20.
That works, Terry.
Yeah, you bet it does.
$20.
Where do you think I get all my money?
Oh shit.
Max is bored by us. He's going to sleep.
Fair enough, really.
He's just bored by people in general, so.
That's why he was asleep during the movie.
Bored by the movie.
Dog. But yeah, it was just genuinely terrible. And it's...
I think it was intercut with the bit about with the girl again. I think.
Yeah. Because she came back inside with the dead chicken and then took... Yeah, no, because then she took, like, milk and cookies. Up
Oh
to the
yeah, she
fucking
keeps
vampire.
dunking them creepily.
Yeah,
Dunkin'
and then
Donuts.
wandered up the stairs incredibly creepily. It was like, I'm sneaking up the stairs to murder my disabled grandfather. But it turns out she didn't, so, you know, that was good.
She's murdered everyone else.
Yeah, no, she...
No, apparently the
Fuck
director's
that.
definition of tension is to make her be creepy as possible every time she does something.
And take about 6 years to get to the fucking point
Oh
of the
yeah,
movie.
slow cleaning her grandpa.
Yeah, that was
With his
weird.
white wife beater on.
Oh yeah, no, he
Yeah,
was wearing
definitely
the wife
tension.
beater.
Definitely.
Tension. There's like a difference between building an atmosphere and having fuck all happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I
fucking
think.
hate that movie.
Hey!
You're such a pansy.
Yeah, I am.
Oh,
I
come
watch
on.
war movies.
I thought you were just freaked out by it when you
Yeah,
watched
that-
it with me at the theater.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
It was great. I like horror.
I don't like horror movies, so.
You like Alien, for Christ's sake.
It's not that scary though.
Well, no, the facehuggers are. Shut up.
Yeah. Bitch.
Fucking hate that. Yeah, I'm
No,
Mr.
bitch.
Look at me, I'm a giant pussy. Better pull my hat down before my clitoris starts showing.
Did you just reference Deep Throat?
Oh god.
Possibly.
Yeah, I think half of our conversations during this movie were just about shitty pornos. Just like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
We just kept thinking it was going to turn into a porno, and then it almost did, and then it didn't. And then everyone was dead.
Well, most of the movies.
Classic way to go.
Well, most of the movies we're going to see, well, technically not porno, they do have sex.
Right.
Yeah, although most of it
Ricky
is...
Dicky before dying.
Plus, the video Nasties more panic pretty much stopped because of porn.
Porn saves the day.
Porn came in and saved the Captain Orgasmo. He saved the day. It's like Mary Whitehouse was too busy whacking it in her office to care about video nasties anymore.
Not quite that. It's the guy behind the censorship.
Bashes.
The guy behind the censorship didn't like how the video Nazis were basically sex and violence altogether, so he wanted to make porn legal in Britain again, or at least softcore porn, just simply sex. Which happened,
Isn't
but...
that what porn generally is?
Yeah, usually.
Sometimes.
Dude, you've been on porn recently? There's like a million different categories.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it's almost
Like
sex.
porn-
Not people getting choked to death and weird shit
Like
that.
porn
If you go to the
parodies.
dark web, it is.
Like porn parodies,
Yeah.
insert movie, the
SpongeBob.
porn.
Yeah, SpongeBob. There's always that.
Midnight Summer's Cream. That exists.
Fisting Miss Daisy. Yes, that is a real one.
I bet you they've made one about cars.
There's even a really
It's a
somewhat
real fender bender.
expensive pirate porn series.
Yeah, I
Is
think
that what
that-
they based Edward Kenway off of?
Uh,
The fucking porn star that was
Actually,
playing
yes,
pirate?
they did, and it was really bizarre because they made two of the fucking things. It was just weird.
Didn't it have like skeletons in it?
Yeah, Sasha Grey was in it too.
Skeletor.
Skeleton.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Skeletor phones him.
Actually,
What we talking? Okay, but
okay, back to the movie because
but yeah,
this went weird.
but yeah, the censorship guy, James Furman, I think he's called. Well, the Tories didn't like that porn was. They managed to get porn to be legal again, so he was kicked off the board, and a new board was put in, who were, ironically, more okay with those sort of films. So they pretty much lost their forbidden apple touch when they let more films in.
Ha 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 ha, suckers.
Plus, then there were DVDs, so really videotape's not really a thing anymore.
Sure.
And the Video Recording Act that enforced all these laws was void the whole time.
Awkward. So I'm assuming people would have gotten arrested and fined, and it's for no fucking reason.
Pretty much.
Oh, you poor bastards. Well.
They redid it recently in 2010. But probably wasn't as bad as 1984, maybe.
Let's just ban all this stuff.
Ugh.
Why not?
If there's one way to guarantee everyone in the fucking country will see something, it's to ban it. Because everyone's like, oi, what are you banning it for? I want to see what it's all about now.
It's not what happened with the what was that movie? The one with
A suburban film?
A
Wait,
Serbian film.
Serbian film.
no the
Clockwork
one with
Orange.
what's his face in it?
Malcolm McDowell?
The guy that does all those
Clockwork
comedy movies with James Franco.
Oh, The Interview. No, that was...
Yeah, that one.
No, that was because...
They didn't ban it, but they had that whole controversy around it, and everyone
Yeah,
went to see
because
it anyway.
everyone was shit scared that Kim Jong-un was going to go, oi, they portrayed me in a negative light.
his voice would be higher than that.
Kim
during
Jong-un listens to fucking Katy Perry, so...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Katy Perry's pretty chill, though.
Katy Perry's chill as fuck, man. She's cool.
But, you know,
She's a cool
the
kid.
movie was alright. Wasn't amazing.
I haven't seen it.
Well, it's Seth
I've seen it
Rogen
once.
film. What do you expect?
Seth Rogen's pretty chill.
I do like him.
He seems like a bit of a lad.
Do you know why he's so chill all the fucking time?
Because he's still weed.
Yeah, dude, he's like always on weed, which is awesome.
I prefer
And,
Kevin Smith regarding that, really.
I like Willie Nelson. And Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg's pretty good.
Snoop Dogg's
Yeah, I'm not really into that.
I don't listen to him, but he's a pretty chill guy.
Yeah, he's a pretty chill guy. He also did like a very short video on Facebook and it just said fuck Donald Trump over and over again. It was great.
Oh, they had him at the, that Battlefield reveal thing. I was like, what the hell do you have?
He was smoking
He's
a blunt.
smoking a blunt
Yeah.
on stage.
I did the same thing. He smoked a
Apparently-
joint in the White House, man.
Yeah.
Medical marijuana is now legal in Australia, I think.
Holy shit, lads.
Right. Well, I hate to cut this short, but I'm off to forge a medical marijuana certificate.
Go to the Royal Adelaide.
Yeah, I'll just go and nick one, it'll be fine.
Sorry, it's still recording. I was just trying to fix something.
Alrighty.
No, go ahead.
But yeah, generally, like, this movie was just terrible, and you would need a lot of marijuana to find it even remotely entertaining.
I think I'm kind of happy they banned this movie.
Yeah.
It was that shit.
Yeah, honestly, seriously, like, if you want to watch this movie, go watch a infinitely better one. Like, I don't know, go watch the Rocky Horror Picture Show if you haven't seen it.
It's not even horror though, so.
Who cares? It's still fantastic.
Yeah, we saw the interactive show this year.
It was
Fair
fantastic.
enough.
Oh yeah,
Jenny.
Tyler wasn't available when that happened. We could have shown him that for he hasn't seen it, so we could have done that. That could have been his first experience.
I'm pretty sure the reason Tidge wasn't available for it is because he didn't want to see it.
Yeah.
There you go.
A mix of that.
But it's awesome.
Mix of that, and I think I want to play Mass Effect, so I was like, yeah, fuck this.
Fair enough.
Get the space
What?
aliens.
Fuck throwing rice and toast everywhere.
I was still
Fuck.
I was still picking rice out of my fucking shoes like 3 days later.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
unbelievable.
Rice to meet you.
Jesus.
Were we
No, he's
talking
getting
about
nailed by
the
some
movie?
moments.
Christ! We can't say anything.
That was Christ.
Yeah, I imagine it was. I wonder what
Bob Ross is Christ.
Bob Ross is actually Christ confirmed.
Titus, fetch me the crucifix.
That's it, you filthy degenerate. I'm gonna fucking crucify you.
Thanks. I feel like I need to be crucified after this movie.
Yeah. No, the director just does.
So, yeah, too. But half these murders was just like, what the hell?
It was
Like, you
just...
kill one guy for a reason, a perfectly fine reason, and then she just kills the rest of them. With literally done nothing all day.
Okay, so the next part was they finally get to the house.
Oh, they do actually manage to show up. That was right. I do remember that now.
Yes, but we spent like padding. The next part was padding where they try to find the door to the house.
Which was, yeah, it just seemed to bloat out the runtime, really. And then again, there was a lot of that.
Or yeah, that toenail trimming scene that went on for like a minute.
Yeah, I'm just going to sit here and clip my toenails because that's not incredibly boring.
World building.
Well, yeah, it's an actual person.
This
who
is how
cuts his
people cut their
toenails.
toenails in this universe.
You skipped over the part where nobody fucking cares.
I'd give more of a shit about how the farming works in that farm.
I think it was just a chicken farm. All they had there was chickens.
Yeah, but a chicken. We only saw one.
No, I saw like a
Well, what do
chicken.
they feed the chickens?
No, I saw a chicken coop. They had a couple there.
How old are these chickens? Do they breed? Do they
Are
not?
they the chickens from Chicken Run? Will we ever know?
That would make a lot more sense.
Do they really want to be made into pie, or do they not?
I don't want to be a pie. I don't like gravy.
We could watch that instead.
Yeah, can we actually just
I have it. I have Chicken Run.
instead of a horror movie next time? Could we just watch Chicken Run?
Actually,
Yeah.
the next movie is pretty damn good. So
Uh,
it has the best ending of the next one.
do people actually die? Or...
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
Will I die after watching it? Is that
Yeah.
a pretty
Will,
nice
will we
ending?
die because we watched it?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh shit! It's The Ring, isn't it?
No, The Ring was way like 2000s.
Oh, I know, it was like 2000 something.
But wasn't it a remake of something else from somewhere else?
Ringo. It was a remake of Ringo. That was when Japanese horror remakes were a thing.
I realised
Yeah.
Ringo Starr made a movie.
Oh God.
That does sound pretty horrific.
It does. Dude, he wasn't even the best drummer in the Beatles. What would he be doing making a movie?
Oh.
Yeah, did he make one?
He might have. But again, didn't they make a movie like...
The Beatles. Yeah,
Yeah.
they had a couple of movies. And what are we talking about this movie?
Yeah, we were. We need to get through this. I'm sorry. I don't want to think about it. It was just like...
Well, you know, we keep going very slowly through the plot while I'm trying to push my way through the plot real quick.
Yeah.
Just briefly summarise it and be on my way.
But like, in complete honesty, like... Fuck, I forgot what I was going to say.
Okay,
That's it.
so they
I can-
arrive.
I
They
can feel my brain
arrive. They
cells
hold.
committing suicide.
They arrive and they hold the grandpa at gunpoint.
Then the police decided to show up, and then she went out. Like the
I think-
granddaughter went outside, talked to them, and then they fucked off again.
So maybe her killing them was a plan all along.
Dun dun dun.
She just wanted to kill everyone in it.
Oh god, this movie.
Well, she did turn one of them into soup, so, you know.
Yeah, that was interesting.
That was pretty weird.
It was bizarre. But, like, yeah, thinking about this film, I can feel my brain cells committing suicide one by one, so...
So that's why you...
Max is surprised by that.
Oh, I'm sorry, Max. Yes, your Pat vending machine's brain cells are committing suicide. Soon this will be the only thing I am able to do. But yeah.
They would be very pleased by that.
So she dished up dinner for them all, because, you know, if you're being held...
With the chicken she just beheaded.
Yeah. And, I mean, if you're being held at gunpoint in your own home, the logical thing to do is make dinner for your kidnappers. Great decision. And, I mean, she buggered off after that
And
for a bit.
And she washed the blood off, the paint off in the sink, I think.
Yeah, and then she went upstairs, went to kill herself, stopped...
Tried to,
Yeah.
With the razor.
And
But then Bob Ross
fucked it up and, made this movie about half an hour longer. But, so she comes out.
Oh, the paralysed grandfather was watching TV that was really, really, really staticky.
Maybe it was just the camera capturing it weird.
It might have been.
Or maybe it was intentional to create atmosphere.
Again, difference between atmosphere
Well,
and...
he's not going to complain about the TV being crap, so...
True. He ain't going to be complaining about shit, mate.
Maybe they don't know how to do the TV. I mean, the girl was wearing some sort of 19th, 18th, no, not 17th, 19th, really old-fashioned dress.
True.
What was next? What was next? It was mainly padding from then on for a while.
Yeah. I mean, then the fat bloke tried to rape her, so she promptly murdered him with a fucking straight razor.
The straight razor she put away in the drawer.
Oh, because she was going to kill herself, but she couldn't even do that right. Because she's going across the wrists rather than straight up.
Yeah, if you went straight up, it is far more effective. Why are we giving suicide tips?
I'm not condoning this, I'm just...
Don't actually kill yourself.
I'm just questioning this movie. By quite a bit.
Well, I mean, there's not much else to say. I mean, she
Well,
wound
there's
up...
some things to say.
I mean, like,
The music.
Oh, no.
Fuck this movie.
But seriously, like, I could have made better music by farting into a megaphone. It was just unbelievable.
So she was... Okay, so the fat guy tried to rape her. And ineffectively, of course, because he was still wearing pants.
Yeah, you know, it's not really going to be effective if you can't... Don't rape people, keep your pecker in your fucking pants, Jesus Christ.
I don't understand how people can't keep it in their pants.
I'm actually quite good at it at the moment. It just stays there.
Fuck.
I don't know, I'm worried that it's like I'm not bothered anymore. I mean, seriously. If you really need help with it, buy a belt that's a Rubik's Cube.
Oh, shit!
You never get the fucker out.
Oh, here's another one. Just fucking
Or a
put
chastity
around the
belt.
cock.
A Rubik's Cube
You'll never go off
chastity
again.
belt.
A Rubik's Cube chastity belt, Jesus Christ. Okay, well...
So she gets the razor blade out of the drawer.
Murders him violently.
Well, not violently. She's just pretty much sawing the
That
neck.
does sound pretty violent to me.
It does.
Yeah, but it's like
Straight razor
sliding,
the-
just sliding on the neck. And then they scream, and they scream.
He nuts.
He nuts. It sounded like he had some sort of weird
I
orgasm.
guess he's one of those guys that bleats like a sheep.
There is a bit, even though this film is American, there was still a bit of dubbing. Like her orgasming happened while her mouth was still shut.
It was very bizarre.
It doesn't sound like orgasm to me. It sounds like get the fuck off of me.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
It sounded like struggle noises, not sexual noises.
Breathing noises, what I heard.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, it sounds like struggling.
And then, okay, the next day. Oh wait, no, not the next day. Around the same time afterwards, when she gets him off, she chops.
That's a nice bit of wording.
She
Oh,
gets him. Well, I mean, I imagine she did.
I didn't realise it was that sort of movie. As
Well.
much as we kind of hoped it was.
Gets the body off her and chops him up with the axe. Finally,
Oh, thank God, he's finally gone. whack him in the trunk and up the stairs. Although, it would have gone a lot smoother if Bob Ross hadn't insisted on helping.
Yeah, she tried to push it along, then he comes in and thinks it's full
Bob
of
Ross.
bowling balls for some reason.
Because, that's just what you keep in chests, apparently.
Oh yeah, definitely. I keep bowling balls in my chest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I keep a couple just like...
I'll just take off my shirt and bowling balls will come out.
Because, that's just a normal thing.
Oh yeah, and so yeah, he tries to help with her doing absolute shit, nothing.
Yeah, she did basically use
She just creepily walks behind him as he pushes it along.
Like, rather than actually, offering to help like a normal human being.
No, and then where he needs to take it is up the stairs.
But of course, because, hey Bob Ross, you offered to help, but you didn't think there'd be stairs involved. Up you go.
Yeah. I've moved a lot of times, and taking big boxes upstairs is not fun.
Oh no, it isn't. Especially when the first and only time I've moved in recent memory, somebody decides to put all their books in one enormous box that you then have to carry up the stairs.
And that was pretty much what we did. We had like tons of books and the boxes full of them. And where was next? The blood dripping from the box somehow.
So, Bob Ross promptly notices that his hands are now covered in blood.
And the stairs had like just simply
Spots, really, rather than actual
red
drops.
paint spots.
Yeah, they could have been like from the previous owners deciding to do an art installation, or Bob Ross himself.
Bob Ross, blood performance art, or something like that.
Something like that.
But yeah, he finds the blood on his hands when he finally gets it up to the attic. And guess what his conclusion is?
Must have been someone else.
Must have been the other bloke. The one that the guy that's dead was really, really friendly with.
Not the trunk that she was taking out. Not her. Oh, wait, wrong sentence. Not her when that is her trunk.
That definitely wasn't. Was not her at all, and you would be foolish for thinking otherwise.
She totally didn't murder anyone. She's a kind 13-year-old.
Yep.
Kind, creepy 13.
13-year-olds are not sinful and evil at all.
Super creepy, actually. And
Yeah.
especially in this day and age, they are sinful as all hell.
Well, I didn't realise they were all pagans. Although there's a lot of them.
Yeah, no, there is.
Or Satanist.
Yeah.
I'd say the Satanists. Jesus Christ.
Discussing how satanic 13-year-olds are instead of this movie. Really?
Yeah. I'd prefer to be like with the satanic 13-year-old than watching this movie.
Oh god! Well.
Well,
Not like that, you bloody pervert.
This is you.
Oh god. This movie is making
It's
us.
warped my mind. It's kicked me in the brain testicles.
It's making us crazy.
Yeah, we've lost it. We've absolutely lost the plot.
Max survived though. He's just been sleeping the whole time.
Yeah.
Like
Wish I had
now.
that idea.
What was next? Was
Was
there more padding with the other guy?
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, like they had a lovely walk through the woods so Bob Ross could get inspired, and then she went back to the house and
Murdered the other guy.
just hit him with the axe.
Oh, he tried to kill her.
No,
and
wait.
she killed him.
At the woods. Wasn't the padding the nail clippings or something?
No, that was earlier. Bob Ross and her had a talk, and then he went off to go look around.
And he took the razor blade away and didn't think that was evidence that she did the murder.
Or that she wanted to kill him.
And he was like, "Oh, you're a step ahead of me. I'll use this."
Mine now. Which was super bizarre.
So she comes back, and the other guy's wondering where the other guy went.
True.
And he asks her to he gets her to make a sandwich.
And she kills him.
And apparently it was a shitty sandwich, so she decides to try and murder her.
We honestly think that's just what happened because we missed what that bit was about.
Yeah, we were trying to, desperately think of anything but this movie.
So a sandwich that I don't think anything was in it. It was like just 2 pieces of bread.
It's like a toast sandwich where you toast...
A bread sandwich.
Yeah, like you just make you toast one slice of bread and put it between 2 non-toasted slices of bread. And it's really good if you're on a budget.
Toast sandwich?
Yeah.
English culinary skills right there.
Yeah, English student culinary skills anyway.
No, you put some instant noodles in there as well. Toasted noodle sandwich.
Yeah.
Get carbs, get your noodles. It's probably gonna kill you.
Yeah. Well, it ain't killed me yet.
So they started struggling for quite a long time. Just
Really, just a long time.
Yeah. Sorry, we just had to cut out a bit for a second there, and Max is gone now. Just who contributed so much.
Farewell, Papa
So much
Schlock.
for the discussion.
Yeah, it does.
We've lost our key contributor.
Oh, he had so much to say.
so many clear and...
He's like, can you people just leave?
Yeah, I can get away from me. I don't want to think about this movie anymore. I'm going in the other room.
Or
Laters.
probably just thinking, I like pats.
I like pets and food.
Nah, well, the thing with Max is that he's a Sharpei, so he has that mouth, so it takes a long time to eat, so he's not enthusiastic about eating that much. Oh, he does eat, of course. He's just like, he doesn't get excited about food, he gets excited about pats.
I see. Wish all dogs were like that.
Our dog cares about food.
Yeah. Every dog I've ever owned just cares about food.
Every family member of mine is a dog owner, and they will definitely say all they care about is food. So do cats. Cats only care about food.
Yep. Cats really only care about food. But yeah, and
That's
the
why
other-
they enslaved us.
Yeah, we are all cat slaves. But yeah, with the other bloke dead, Bob Ross decides to sprint out of the house.
Well, actually, first they ballroom dance for what? Well, not really ballroom dance. They struggle, and it's just looking like ballroom dancing.
They were doing the waltz, let's
and
face
the
it.
paralysed grandfather looked very
Uncomfortable.
Like he did
Shocked.
the rest of the movie.
They found out he was a war veteran from his picture much earlier, and they were mocking him a bit about it, I think.
Yeah. Which was kind of shitty. But yeah, he just looked shocked the entire movie, staring into the camera.
He probably didn't like the script.
His hand
Yeah, I
was-
agree.
And she was and most of the padding was her reaching out for the axe near the firewood, reaching and reaching and reaching.
Chop, chop.
Chop chop, woman. You want to get on with this before he kills you.
And she finally grabs it, and we don't see the axe going into the body, we just see the blood spraying onto the paralysed grandfather.
You know, cinema horror movie cliche number 314.
And his hand is shaking at last at that.
Right.
Blood!
Nuts.
Blood! Okay, he didn't say that, but I think he thought that.
Yeah, that's probably what he was thinking.
Or-
Either that or he's like, I really, really, really need a piss.
Yeah, probably that. Well, it's gonna-
Seriously, get me to the bog.
Well, doesn't your body evacuate when you die?
Yeah.
So he's gonna shit himself anyway. He's shitting himself because he's getting stabbed. And then he's gonna go again.
Oh.
Split, splat, slop.
Oh, gross.
Ugh.
But yeah, that was basically. I mean, the cops showed up.
Well,
brown,
not quite yet. She chops up the body and makes it into soup, I think.
Yeah, she tried making it into. Well, she couldn't have chopped.
Okay,
the
no,
body
wait.
'cause
She got most of the body in the chimney,
Hey, look, it's Santa Claus.
Yeah, she murdered Santa Claus up there.
the blood dripping on the log, but somehow got some of the blood to make soup for the grandfather
And Bob Ross.
and Bob Ross. Like, he comes in, finds that he starts eating the soup and sees that something's odd. Something's odd about this soup that this creepy girl made. I wonder what it could be. It
I
looks
didn't know
so
you meant to-
red.
I didn't know wedding rings were in the soup recipe.
Right.
And then he gets really, we think he was shocked and scared, but his nose were like, no.
His nose. His nostrils was like, no, mate.
No,
I'm not getting a whiff of this.
no,
It doesn't smell good.
no. And then the body falls out of the chimney.
Hence the Santa Claus comment. Got the bastard at last.
And it doesn't look like it was chopped up. It looked like Bob Ross himself was stroking red lines across the body.
Yeah, it just seemed like a few blood splats here and there, and that was about
And little
it.
strokes. Nice little strokes.
You know, his painting teacher would have been proud, I'm sure.
And then he races out of the house, And it pretty much goes Night of the Living Dead then when the cops kill him.
Yeah.
In a not so cop car looking cop car.
Yeah, it looked a bit, well, I mean, it wasn't a squad car, it didn't have lights on it. So, it's a bit bizarre.
So yeah, it's freeze frame on the guy getting killed. And you would think that would be the end. Nope.
No. Final scene was actually inside with the daughter feeding her granddaughter feeding her paralysed grandfather blood soup. And that's when the credits roll and it ends,
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Thank God.
We probably missed a lot because most of it was padding.
Yeah, it was. It really was.
Like the padding with the girl's bedroom.
Ah, true. Where it was just like, now look at a picture, and now look at a doorknob.
And now look all of these cute little statuettes that I don't think a 13-year-old girl would really like that much.
Yeah, I'm surprised there weren't more, like, posters and stuff, seeing it was 1977?
74, I think. So yeah, it was actually released in the same before Texas Chainsaw Massacre, so it wasn't really meant to be a rip-off. I think they just called it California X Massacre later on to sell copies.
True. Well, either way, I don't imagine it worked too well.
Plus, it wasn't even in California, it was in Charlotte.
Which is bizarre to me. Why would it be the California Axeman? Then again, there's no evidence to say it was anywhere, so... But oh well, I digress. It's over, and I never, ever have to watch that awful film again.
So, was it scary? Did it deserve to be banned?
Oh, absolutely bloody... It deserved to be banned because it was terrible.
I've seen Paul about that in this.
But was it scary?
Yeah, I mean, the plumber fixing the sink.
Yeah, at least it's doing something for an
Constructive.
actual reason.
I mean, honestly, I would ban it on the premise that it's terrible.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it shouldn't have been banned for the reasons they provided it being banned.
Yeah, it wasn't scary.
It wasn't it didn't incite fear in the hearts
There
of
wasn't
men.
really any sex or violence.
Yeah.
And the violence that was in it was really crappy. But maybe that's just because we're in 2016 and it all looks so dated, whereas back then it could have looked really legit.
There were better horror films back then, considering the Hammer horror films.
Yeah. Plus,
Hammer time.
stop.
Dude.
Hammer time.
Yeah.
That was actually a good one. I'll grant you that.
Okay, the VHS cover, like I said in another episode, that kind of contributed to moral panic, and the cover looks so much better than the movie.
Jeez.
It is so much better than the
It's
movie.
false advertising though, because it says "At last, total terror." No,
Yeah,
not
the
really any
tagline.
terror.
Not terror at all.
It's basically like big red clouds in the sky, and then a big axe in the wood, and the wood axe.
Kudos to the artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks so much better. It looks like a really good movie, but
It's a trick! It's a trap!
Isn't that how it usually goes? You get a really good cover and it's really just crap.
Shite, yeah.
Unless
or
you
you
get games
get
and
a crap cover and it looks pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get little games.
Yeah, you do.
They'll have those really generic soldiers just standing there with his gun. Like by his side.
Yeah, but then again, most of them with that cover are shite.
Yeah.
With the exception of Modern Warfare 1 and 2.
Doom's pretty good. But
Doom's good.
I like the way the cover stuff, you know. It's kind of off topic, but you know, it's covers.
Covers.
I've bought a book because I thought the cover was pretty cool.
Yeah, I've done that.
Turns out to be an alright book.
Yeah. You know what else is a good book?
Some shitty
Das
notes.
Boot.
Das Boot. I'm reading that.
I am currently reading that as well.
The covers
Some swearing in it.
I know.
the covers for Deadite press books are really good. Like they really try to match what's in the books. Oh yeah, Deadite Press is basically a publishing company for bizarro fiction, which is basically the book equivalent of cult exploitation films.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They have such amazing titles in there that I really, really want. Like, there's one that's basically a homage to the Cannibal Holocaust type movies.
Ah, I remember that film.
And then there was, there's a few punk ones in there, actually. The Punk Ghost Story one, the Punks versus Nazis,
That sounds pretty
The
hardcore.
punks win. Spoiler alert.
the Punks
Mein
versus...
Führer. Das ist Mistake.
Bloody get into him!
The punks versus werewolf Nazis.
Okay, we have to watch that now.
No,
Yeah.
not watch. It's a book.
I have to read that now.
That sounds fantastic.
And
Make a movie out of it.
yeah, that's what they basically like. They like movies, but in book form. Not things that you would wish were movies. And the one that sounds hilariously good, Bigfoot rampage because he's addicted to meth.
Okie dokie then.
This sounds like the sort of shit I'd like to see.
Let's end this before my brain melts completely and dribbles out of my ears.
It has already?
No. There's still parts of it that are intact up there. It's like Swiss cheese.
Question of the episode. I don't know what. I used the good ones on first two episodes. Question of the episode.
I'll tell you, what sort of movies do you have, like, the horror movies that were banned that you reckon shouldn't have been banned because they're just not even that bad? Oh.
Well, that's basically what this podcast is about, determining whether they should have been. Most are not, really, from what we've seen so far.
What is your personal opinions on the matter?
Sorry for the silence, folks. Just trying to think.
Fucking clueless.
Yeah, no, my brain power is gone. It's just vanished.
Again, I think my only drink for today was a Lucozade, so
Yeah.
it's not exactly hydrated either.
No, you're usually hydrated too. It's like I've had this, and I think I had part of an iced coffee this morning that I didn't get to friggin' finish.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. In essence, I was drinking ice cream for breakfast.
Fuck yeah.
Because I am a child.
Welcome to 20s.
Yeah. Welcome to your 20s. Eating ramen noodles and drinking ice cream for breakfast.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Think. Oh, I think I got one from what? No.
No, it's gone.
Got it. With a title like Axe, what do you think the movie should have been about?
Should have been a questioning movie, I reckon. Ask your question.
Let me ask you a question.
Maybe it should have been a shitty rom-com.
True.
Well, did those not really come out till like 2000s?
No, the
always
rom-coms
been
were
around.
a thing for a very long time.
Oh, okay.
But they were much better back then, especially with what they're called, what was it called? Blah 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 blah. I'm gonna keep talking to fill the
I found a
silence.
review of Goon the other day.
Oh, dude.
And
Better
they're like,
movie than this one.
yeah, and they're just like, oh yeah, you could technically consider it a rom-com. And I'm like, okay.
Get out.
Get your girlfriend introduced to hockey.
True. If your girlfriend's Canadian.
So not to be Canadian, you like hockey.
True. Although, did Dana send you the link to the song "I Like Me Like Hockey"?
Yeah.
That is hysterical. We thought you'd appreciate it, and it turns out you didn't.
It's kind of weird, but
It was super bizarre. She showed it to me as well.
yeah. Discussing the person that wants to stop skating. I'm like, how can you not like skating? And I'm like, oh wait, yeah, fair enough, but...
Because I'm a human with different
Screwball
interests.
comedy, that's what I was thinking of.
What?
The screwball comedy, that was
Ah.
that was basically the rom-com of the day.
Ah.
Basically a lot of sexual innuendos and stuff.
Innuendos.
Hey.
Innuendos and such because they couldn't really show sex then because of the Hays Code and such. It was only until like the 60s and 70s that they finally lightened up a bit about that.
You don't
Especially
sex to
the
make a good rom-com though.
Yeah.
Especially the 70s.
Ooh,
True.
serious.
Oh yeah, Axe. I honestly thought that was going to be a slasher film.
And it just wasn't. It wasn't really in anything.
I don't even get what the horror was meant to
I
be.
think it was meant to be a rape and revenge flick, but it didn't even do the... Well, oh yeah, she was sexually assaulted, of course, but not... but it was a failed attempt.
It just,
Well, that's because she killed the guy.
she did murder the guy.
You know, that's fair enough.
I would too, to be completely honest.
I Spit on Your Grave was a much better rape and revenge
oh, God,
movie.
yes. That was an actual good movie.
Are you talking about the remake?
I've seen both and they're both alright.
Okay, good. Because original better.
Fair enough.
I guess it depends on your taste.
If you have taste, you don't watch this.
Yeah, basically.
That's for sure.
That's for goddamn sure.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like, when I first heard about it, I thought it was going to be a Texas Chainsaw Massacre ripoff, but with an axe.
But instead it was just sort of
Shit.
rubbish, yeah.
Trash that belongs in the bin.
Like me.
Hey.
No.
Wow.
Well, I suppose that just about wraps it up, really.
The film next time will be much, much better. A Bay of Blood, aka Twitch of the Death Nerve, is a much, much better film with the best ending ever. And it actually inspired a lot of the kills in Friday the 13th films.
Oh, interesting.
So we might be able to get someone else I have in mind to come around as well.
Fair enough.
Film student I know back in uni, really.
Oh, nice.
Cool. Sounds good.
Yeah.
So yeah, see you next time. Well, listen to us next time about a much, much better film.
Yeah, that isn't as atrociously shithouse as this one.
Or boring.
Yeah, or boring.
It wasn't as boring as Anthropophagus though.
That was terrible.
Fuck that shit.
And this episode's outro is Axe Murderer by Tiger Helicide.
This has been the Schlock and Terror Video Nasty Podcast, created by Lauren Fox, produced for Gogula.com and narrated by Toby Manius, as well as produced for Channel Zero, Manic Expression, Reviewers Unite, Team Night Saturn, and RT Goma Productions. All material used is for review under the Fair Use Doctrine, and all rights belong to their original creators. Sound effects by Jacob Zia, NPO, and Hansen, via freesounds.org. Opening theme song by Voice of Doom.